today, Invest 98L was designated in the main development region of the Atlantic, currently located at 10.2 degrees north, fairly low latitude, 56.0 degrees west, and moving quite speedily off towards the west, and poses a very significant risk to portions of the Caribbean Sea, and even possibly into the Gulf of Mexico long range. Right now it has winds of 35 miles per hour, that's 55 kilometers per hour, and a pressure of 1,009 millibars, moving west at 26 miles per hour right now. So right now the Invest is currently located just east of the Windward Islands right now with, as I said, staying winds at 35 miles per hour. No wind field yet, considering that the storm does not have tropical storm force wind fields, but we will likely see this system attain tropical storm force wind fields at some point during its life. Right now it's located 310 miles away from Barbados, 338 from Trinidad and Tobago, 400 exactly from Grenada, 403 from St. Vincent, and 413 from St. Lucia. All of those being within the Leeward and Windward Islands, which are going to be the first area to receive impact from this potential tropical cyclone. Many other locations, including maybe later down the line Hispaniola, maybe even Puerto Rico again, unfortunately. Maybe even Hispaniola, just thinking of some locations later down the line that could be receiving some potential impact from this potential tropical cyclone. We'll have to wait and see on that though. Recently, we did get an ASCAP pass that came in, which is the basis behind our estimate of 35 miles per hour, though the ATCF system is a little bit lower at 30 miles per hour, but no real estimates on the system just yet because it just developed into a Invest. Having a look at the GEFS ensembles, you can see that there is a wide variety of solutions or possibilities that might come from this tropical cyclone, to a Central America landfall, to maybe even a significant hurricane near the end of the 7-day period, maybe even near the coast of Cuba, maybe even Florida. A significant hurricane is possible from this system, so if you are in areas later down the line like Cuba, Florida, the eastern Gulf Coast, keep an eye on this system. It might be coming your way long range, but it is very uncertain times right now. Anything long range with the system is possible. Having a look at the sea surface temperatures for the system right now, very favorable, virtually untapped across the entire Caribbean Sea, maybe even into the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, we've only really had Fiona tap in part of this, and we also had what became Bonnie tap into some of this, but virtually untapped in this area. So having a look at the 12Z GFS run, you can see it does develop the system into a pretty potent tropical cyclone down the line, though the GFS has been alarmingly consistent with the system developing amongst other models such as the Euro, the Canadian, amongst other models. So this system is probably going to develop and get our next named storm, though where it goes beyond that 5-day period, nobody knows. There's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of questions to be answered. Could it go into Central America? Could it become a significant hurricane in the Gulf Coast? Could it go up the East Coast? A lot of questions to be unanswered, and we'll have those questions answered as the system develops. Of course, bears monitoring, so there is a lot of possibilities that are on the line, but high uncertainty right now. So having a look at the satellite imagery of our system, fairly broad at the moment, going to take its time over the next 48 hours or so to really get itself going and get a center, and then eventually we'll have to maintain this thunderstorm activity around the center, and we'll have a tropical depression, maybe even a tropical storm already born. And we'll probably bring tropical storm impacts to the Leeward and Windward Islands. My guess is they'll probably issue a potential tropical cyclone advisory on the system pretty soon. We'll have further updates on this Invest into more areas later on the line. Stay tuned for further updates.